Hi guys, Melissa here. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm getting ready to swap out my Harry Potter. I have some Halloween things. I was trying to find a specific Halloween blanket. It's almost like it's like I like skulls and so happy skulls, not like scary, angry skulls, but yeah, so it's like a gothic cameo kind of a feel. It's like light gray, and I was like, oh, that matches, like that's so cool. And of course I didn't find it, but they had a whole bunch of stuff up there that was like, we went to TJ Maxx and I got a tote for which is already full, so I'm not gonna show you that, but you'll see it in my warming basket and stuff. So I got a bigger tote to contain my waxes and things. And then, of course, TJ Maxx wasn't a percentage off, but we hit Michael's too. I just thought that I would share with you because we thought these were really cute. I love this whole like, almost like Salem, Massachusetts, kind of like a witch broom kind of a thing. And it's just like a paper cone, like a sturdy paper cone. But I just love that it almost looks like homemade. And Gingy, I set it down for like a minute and he's already chewing on the hat. I was like, no, that's my witch, stop it. I just think it's like so cool, like, I don't know, almost like historical, like it came like the Salem, Massachusetts witch trial kind of a thing. I just thought it was like super cool. So I got that at TJ Maxx. And then Michael's had like a bunch of stuff that was some of it was 40% off, some of it was 50% off, and it's this whole line. You guys, if I had money, I would have bought the entire line. Like, it's so me, and you'll see once I unpack a few things, but in New York State, they don't do plastic bags, so they gave us like this fabric bag, and she's like, do you want a bag? And I was like, yeah, like, over Pennsylvania, I don't know, like, we're right on the border, so, but they have stores that we don't have, so I always do like this lace doily on top. So I got a Halloween one, and this was discounted. It's like a spider web, so I thought that was fun for Halloween, so I got that. I think it was like less than $6 for that. I was like, ooh, perfect. I got that at Michael's. Oh, and then, wait, I can show you these together. Wait, really quick. I got this garland for my mantle, and it's, I love bats because I love Dracula and all that stuff. You guys, look, it's a bat garland. I'm like, oh, against my white fireplace. I'm kind of obsessed with the bats. Online, I haven't seen it at TJ Maxx, but they're like bats that go up the wall. So I saw online some bats I want to get for the wall above the warmers. But yeah, I had to get this garland for my fireplace because it's just super cute. It's felt, but yeah, I'm obsessed. Like, that was less than $10. Okay. So they have like a autumn arts and crafts festival, and it's kind of higher end. I mean, people make art, crafts and things, but it's nice. Like they would make things like this. I'm actually tempted for Halloween to put I usually put it on the center of my table. I don't know, we'll see how I feel about it. It's a headless horseman, but it's made out of like wood, and they almost do like a lot of primitive, so my headless horseman is like wood and like fabric and things, and it's almost like a primitive, but he's homemade and really super cool. And I'm obsessed with like Sleepy Hollow, and like my 3 favorite Halloween vibes are Sleepy Hollow, the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and the Headless Horseman. So I love that whole TV series, Sleepy Hollow, and it's awesome. They splash in like American history because Ichabod Crane was like fought against the Headless Horseman, and he was in George Washington's army, so, or military or whatever, so it's really cool. And then he was married to a witch, Katrina, and that's the whole storyline. I guess she was like a real person. I don't know. I don't remember. I think, you know, Washington Irving, I think, wrote it. It doesn't matter. But I love the whole Legend of Sleepy Hollow and everything. And then Dracula is my favorite. If you ever get the chance, I gave my daughter the actual physical copy of the Audible book. But Bram Stoker, who wrote Dracula, she just got me that for Christmas because I was like, I read Dracula, and it's written by Bram Stoker's grandson, I think, or great-grandson, something like I don't know, great-grandson maybe. I want to say I always wanted to pronounce it Darcy, but maybe it's Dacray. Anyways, it's a Stoker, and it's like Darcy or Darkrai, and it's called Dracula. It's the prequel to Dracula. And it's written it uses the journals that I assume that his great-grandson found of Bram Stoker when he was like little to growing up, and his brother and his sister and their nanny. And I think I love, before I got into recently with some of my friends that I chat wax with, they got me into reading more and like the whole fantasy fairy tale kind of a thing, which I read Stephen King's fairy tale before I got into this like wax group of girls that I talk with. So I mean, I like that kind of a thing, but I used to just want true stories. So Dracula. If you get a chance to read this book, and like, I don't think it's horror. Like, I don't find it. Of course, I don't find Stephen King's fairy tale horror either. But I guess it's classified as horror. Anyways, long story short, I had to tell you all the little things. But at the end of Dracula, it's why Bram Stoker went to the publisher with Dracula, and his true experiences and what kind of makes Dracula real. And I was like, what? And like Van Helsing, if you've ever seen that movie, Van Helsing was a real person. And I was like, wait, what? Like, mind blown. I'm like, wait, it's not just a fairy tale. Bram Stoker believed this was real, and it's his journals. Like, it's his actual experience growing up. I was like, and I think his great-grandson or whatever he is, he's a grandson, but I think he's more of a great-grandson than a grandson. So this was like late 1800s, early 1900s, kind of like the whole Jack Ripper like time frame. Jack the Ripper, you know, London. Like, it was like late 1800s when Jack the Ripper was in London. It was one of the initial serial killers, even though there were some before him. Anyways, yeah, so I highly recommend. But Dracula is my favorite technical monster, but then Legend of Sleepy Hollow and Frankenstein. Like, I just think Frankenstein's really cute, you guys. Michael's had a set of all three, and I was like, I need this. Like, I hardcore need this. It was like in the almost like, which I love Edgar Allan Poe too. My favorite poem of all time, Annabel Lee, was written by Edgar Allan Poe. If you've never read it, highly recommend. Google Annabel Lee from Edgar Allan Poe. But he was from Baltimore. I love Baltimore, Maryland. Ever since I visited it when I was a kid, the National Aquarium in Baltimore made me want to be a marine biologist. Like, I was obsessed. And yeah, anyways, you guys, so it's this whole Edgar Allan Poe kind of gothic theme, and I was like, well, I want a lot of that stuff because like I love that theme too. So I'm torn between that and this other theme that I'm like, this is my decor. I thought I got something else from TJ Maxx. Oh, it is a birthday present for my friend. Never mind. I'm not showing that because she might watch this and I don't want her to see. But then I got my basket and the witch, my little, so this is my TJ Maxx haul. It was just a couple things. I almost settled for like, but they looked like, although I'm obsessed with like pirate things and I kind of wanted the blanket, it wasn't Halloween enough for me. Like it was just a typical, like, it was more of a pirate kind of looking, you know, the skull and the bones. It looked like a happy pirate symbol. And I was like, ooh, and I was like, no, it's not like Halloween enough. So, and online I can't find the blanket that is almost like a gothic, I mean, it's gray and white, but it's almost like a skull cameo thing. It's really cool. It's almost like Southern Gothic. If you go to At Home, they have this whole Southern Gothic line. And to me, it's like kind of like a Louisiana voodoo kind of a thing. And I was like, ooh, like to me, it's charming Gothic. But like these like dapper skulls with top hats and stuff. And I was like, and like cameos. And I was like a cameo picture of like a skull in a frame. He's like happy and dapper. And I was like, yeah, so that's the blanket that I really have my heart set on. But then there's like a regular skull, happy skull, not a creepy skull, like a happy skull with like a diamond pattern. And it's like a cream color with like black skull and black lines. And I was like, I really want that one. That's my second. Now that one I can find online. So, and I almost got like a witch hat one. And I was like, well, I mean, I do kind of like witchy things, like the whole state of Massachusetts. I'm obsessed with like the history, and plus that almost gives me, doesn't that give you like Sleepy Hollow vibes? Like it almost kind of looks like Katrina from Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, I love the show Wednesday. And all that stuff. Okay, so this line, I literally want everything. And I wish I could win the lottery and buy what they have. Like, it's so neat. I think it's supposed to be kind of like a garden witch fairy, but it's kind of, it gives me the whole vibes from the book Dracul too, which I started Dracula, but I haven't read it yet. I can't wait. It's that time of year, but I got to finish this book series that I'm on, but I've been too busy lately. Anyways, I also don't want to forget to show you this. But it's like, it's this whole kind of a white theme, but then it has like some moss. So it gives me that whole like swamp witch kind of a thing, like from Louisiana. But yet it's like, it's a lot of white. But then it has like this whole haunted mansion, but I'm obsessed with like white decor. Okay. So this is one thing from that line. It says Seasoned Creepings. You guys, tell me that's not me. That is so me. I want to put this on my mantle. Like that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And then they have like this ceramic pumpkin. And it has like this cute, I actually like snakes. I hate spiders, but I like them in Halloween decor. If they're cute. I don't like scary. I like cutesy kind of Halloween. Or what I consider classy or gothic. Like, come on, that's classy. Frankly, I think she's kind of classy. But the white, like, I was like I literally want everything. Like everything from this line, but the little snake was wrapped around the top of the pumpkin and it was all white, and I was like, this is so me. It's not even funny. The signs with like a little bit of like almost like a spider web. Obviously not a real one, but like, you know, that, you know, like almost like a silky, I'm obsessed with everything in that line. I had to have this. I had to have it. And I kind of want to put it on the mantle, but I kind of want to put it here. I haven't decided exactly how I want to do my Halloween decor, but you got, it's white. I told you, everything is freaking white, and I'm obsessed. Like, this whole line is like, can you can imagine, like, my decor if I did this whole with the pumpkin, with the snake, and the, like, and it says, like, potions and spells, and look, there's a skull on top. I'm like, and he's smiling. I'm just like, I love, like, this is classy Halloween to me too. But I also love, like, the primitive, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this. Okay, so I was thinking about kind of putting this on my mantle. Now, I will say that a lot, oh, there's more. A lot of this line also gives me some Taylor Swift vibes. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. She kind of has this, like, snake theme that she does. Well, these poison balls, does that not give you Taylor Swift vibes? If you've seen, my daughter's obsessed with Taylor Swift. I actually really love Taylor Swift's music, but I'm like, it's got this silver kind of cobra, and it was like, and it's like this really like baby pink. I was like, this is so freaking cool. They have clocks, they have art. Oh my gosh, everything is stunning. And then, like, this poison bottle kind of gave me also Taylor Swift vibes, but it also gives me like Snow White, so it kind of like has the heart shape, and I was like, oh, that like totally gives me Snow White vibes. And I love, that's all I could get from that line. I want a ton more, but I absolutely had to have this, and it's gonna sit right beside my headless horseman, my primitive headless horseman, and I'm like, yes. And then at first I have like these other, the other one is different. I got these from TJ Maxx a while back. I have like these poison bottles, and I was kind of like thinking like almost like a witchy vibe on my mantle. Well, then when I saw the whites, when I actually got some of the white stuff, I was like, wow, I don't know. Now I kind of want to go with this whole white thing on my mantle. I don't know. I haven't decided. Well, then they had this ceramic piece. Now, online again with the bats that fly up the wall, that you reuse and stuff, they're kind of glittery. I was like, well, they have like these houses, like this set of 3 houses, and they're black with like glitter and stuff, and then you put like a tea light or whatever in it. And I was like, they light up. I don't know. This one lights up too. But the color in it isn't me, so I doubt if I light this up. It's not why I bought it. But I was like, well, wait a minute. Now, this is an actual ceramic piece that you can paint. I was like, I don't know. I kind of like it unpainted. Like, it's like a whole white Halloween house. So it has like the moon on top and the pumpkins. And I thought, well, I could paint the pumpkins and the moon and maybe do like a real like soft gray. But I don't know, I kind of like it all that bisque white too. But I'll light it up for you just in case you want one. I was like, green, it's not really my, I mean, I love green, but it's not really, if it was orange, I'd have been more about it. I don't know, you guys. I loved that you could paint this house, or you could leave it like this bisque white, and it was like less than $10. And I was like, I really can love this. So that's all of my stuff that I got, my Halloween things. So I love Halloween. I love decorating for Halloween. It's so much fun. To me, it's, I don't know, it's fun. It's, my birthday month is in October, and I don't know. I guess I have like a gothy soul. So I love gothy things, and yeah. And so I'm gonna switch out my Harry Potter and put up my Disney villain stuff from Scentsy that I've collected. I'm not sure, I'm not sure if I want Maleficent. I love the dish, And don't get me wrong, Maleficent, like my 3 favorite villains are the Evil Queen from Snow White and Ursula, because my friend that passed away, her name was Ursula. Otherwise, Ursula probably wouldn't have been my favorite character, even though I'm obsessed with the Little Mermaid. She probably wouldn't have been my favorite character, but then when my friend passed away and I associate her with Ursula, then of course I have to have all the Ursula things, and I collect Ursula now. And then Maleficent, those are like my 3 favorite Disney villains. And so I love that they kind of paired Ursula, Maleficent, and the Evil Queen together. If you've never seen Once Upon a Time, like I love Once Upon a Time, and I loved like Snow and Regina, which was the Evil Queen. I have that whole box set too. So I have like Once Upon a Time, Sleepy Hollow, and then Supernatural. If you know Supernatural, you know Supernatural. Sam and Dean, like I have that whole box set. And then Dawson's Creek. I love that show. But yeah, so yeah, you guys, I'm excited, but tell me that doesn't give you Taylor Swift. And then the pumpkin with the snake, and it's all like this white and silver and this like baby pink. They had another one that like had some green in it too, but it's these very like soft romance. You guys, I'm obsessed with that whole thing. But I'm excited. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get my bats. They're on sale right now. So like my next payday, that's kind of my goal, is to get my bats. I don't know if I'll get the black set of 3 houses. But those bats, I must have those. It gives me like Batman, Dracula vibes, and I love those. And plus I actually subscribe on Facebook to like a fruit bat rescue, and it kind of reminds me of like Steve Irwin, and like in Australia. So in Australia they have the flying fox, you know, they're fruit bats, and they're ginormous. We saw them at Disney at Animal Kingdom, and they're huge. But they have the cutest faces in the wide world, and so yeah, I like bats and I love that whole thing. And yeah, so excited for Halloween and to set up my Disney villain set of stuff back there. So that's what you'll see next from me. And yeah, Dale and I need to do Scentbird sometime. He got kidney stones. I was in the ER this past weekend, so I did get to do it before the end of August, and he just wasn't feeling up to it, and 2 of them are for him, and I was like, so I don't know if we'll do that in the next couple days, or if I'll just hang on to it and do it with September. I don't know. But yeah, so anyways, I'm rambling. So I do have a Scentsy order, so stay tuned for that. I cashed out a party, so that'll be coming soon. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon.